This is your host, Life Pastor Kyle, for All Things Winning. Unfortunately, I'm a few seconds late because my computer starts doing some strange stuff, but we got it together. So listen, come on in. Let me know that you're here. This is Life Pastor Kyle, and this is the Journey to Winning Anyway Life. I'm your host, and I'm ready. Maria Briscoe, good morning. Tamisha Figaro. Listen, Kevin Matthews, man, congratulations. We got a few more days, man. But we all start celebrating for more than one reason. And so, wherever you are, come on in. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. And we'd love to make sure this thing works for you. Let's go. We're ready. I've just been hitting buttons and doing all kind of stuff, and so things are happening. And just got my tea. So, Sherry Oliver, what's going on? Laisha Taylor. I was off-road yesterday, so sorry to get a chance to turn your message yesterday. A lot of things were going on and making it happen. Maria, thank you for the shout out for our anniversary, my first in-school coaching, at your school, rather. So, amazing. Thank you so very much. Listen, y'all, today's going to be one. Hey, Mabel Rice, good to see y'all. Listen, I'm not just on here for that, but listen, let me tell you something. This is going to be a real coaching today. So, again, if you got a coaching fee, today is the day to do it. I don't care if it's $5, $10, $20, whatever it is. I want you to make sure you sow into what you're about to get. But I want you to do it after you get the lesson. I want to talk about something because I hear a lot of conversations. And most of the ones I hear, people say things like, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that, but I don't know what to do right now. And so I have this answer. My apostle preached this years ago, my spiritual father, in a different way. What to do when you don't know what to do. That's how I felt yesterday. And having a conversation with someone, and they made a comment in that area. I don't know. And they clicked on me. Okay. I want to make sure people understand what to do when they don't know what to do. And so my screen's quicker. It's bombarding me a little bit. I don't know which way I'm turning. I'm trying to get the screen together, but we'll work it out. So I don't know how it's going to be a blessing to somebody, but I know it's about to bless somebody. Because I am so ready for it. Emery Shelvin, good morning, sir. Hope all is well with you, man. And so, come on in, everybody. Let me know that you're on when you come in, and let's make this thing happen today. Geraldine Shelvin, there she is. They're over on YouTube. Manny Saeed. Oh, it's gonna be a good lesson. I'm processing how it's gonna go. Tawanda Jefferson, good to see you this morning. Glad you're feeling better and doing well. I won't keep you guys long, I don't think. It's one of those moving days, and so let's just make it good what it is. I think I'm going to start like in the next 30 seconds because people want to know what to do when you don't know what to do. People need answers. They need help. And I'm simply going to use the 4 pillars of my Winning Anyway, what it is we do for the Winning Anyway group. And but I want to give you some practical points to do when you don't know what to do, so you can never be at a point where you don't move. Hey, Amita Phillips, good to see you. Where you don't know what to do and how you're going to do it. I want you to be able to execute no matter what happens. Let's get started. Listen, let me just go ahead and hit you in the gut and tell you what it is. When you don't know what to do in life, as life is getting what it is, and life, as y'all say, life is lifing, I want to let you know this is how you're going to process life. You have to prepare to reset. Prepare to reset. I'm going in hard right away. And then you have to decide that you're going to regain something, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. And then you have to accelerate. So here it is. Reset your focus. Regain your focus. And accelerate your focus. Prepare yourself and reset your focus. Regain your focus. And accelerate your focus. You have to do it that way because one of the most frustrating places in life is not knowing what to do next. It's knowing that something is next, but not knowing what you should be doing next. And when you don't know what you should be doing next, you tend not to do anything. So you become your own procrastination. And when you become your own procrastination, it becomes dangerous because can't nobody make you move except for you. So prepare to reset, regain, and accelerate your focus. Okay? You have to know this when you're in a place where you don't know what to do. You have to know that just because you don't know what to do, you're not necessarily failing in life. Just having a moment. You're not necessarily finished in life. You're just having a moment. You're really standing in the crossroads of what is next and where you've been. And what you're really waiting on, hey, First Lady, good to see you, honey. What you're really waiting on is clarity. And it just hadn't arrived yet. It's coming, but it has not arrived yet. And what you have to do while you are in this moment of resetting, regaining, and accelerating your focus, you have to give yourself a break. You have to exhale and give yourself a break so you can reset, regain, and accelerate properly. It's almost like your car losing control of your car. You're not going to just, just keep speeding. When you lose control, you tend to slow down, regain, reset, and then you accelerate. That's what you have to do. They'll be coming in a minute. They're getting up late. They'll be coming in. I jumped on early. I'm not going to stop. We're gonna keep driving the bus, y'all. Listen, a lot of people make their biggest mistakes when they're being uncomfortable with being uncertain. They stay uncomfortable too long with being uncertain. Instead of really waiting for wisdom, they become uncomfortable and lose it. Instead of being honest about what they don't know, they rush into decisions and make decisions based on their emotions and not based on the big picture of the situation. Are y'all following me? I think y'all are really getting. I'm moving my screen because I'm not in the center and I don't know what's going on. It's doing something real strange and I'm about to go crazy. It's just driving me. So Tony the Allison, good to see you. Good morning. And so what happens is, the truth is, all you have to do is decide, instead of rushing, I'm going to seek direction. Those of you who are taking notes, I'm going to seek direction. And then I'm going to act intentionally, not emotionally. I'm going to act intentionally and not emotionally. You got it? Instead of seeking direction, people react, mess up something, do it all crazy. Instead of resetting, they panic. They panic. Instead of taking the time to reset, got you first, they panic. And hey, Canvas Book of Sap. And so when you panic, you mess up everything until you stop, reset, and then accelerate. So all you have to do, I'll say it again, is prepare to reset your focus, prepare to regain your focus, and then accelerate your focus backed by your faith. Accelerate your focus backed by your faith. And so that thing is going to be a blessing because this has been my coaching system for now almost 10 years. I didn't know it was that long till people start sending me their old, Maria and Manny start sending me their old first coachings. I'm like, 10 years. I'm like, okay, God, 10 years, 10 is the number of change. It's change automatically. It means 10, 20, 30, 21, 23, 24. The first number doesn't change. It just adjusts. When you have count by tens, it's 10, then 20 changes the whole situation. Then 30 changes the whole situation, which puts you in a level for change. I pray that everybody that's been faithful, been around, or been connected, I pray change for your life. So here's this. So this coaching system had 3 pillars, and we realized that 3 pillars wouldn't make it because of how weighted our faith is. We made it 4 pillars now. And so here are the 4 steps that you have to understand. That moving forward, when you don't know what to do, here are the 4 things you do. You evaluate, you educate, then you execute, and then you excel. Got it? Go in there again. We're gonna be done in a minute. Don't worry. So here it is. How do I put this in perspective? I do it this way. When I evaluate something and I don't know what to do, before I move at all, I need to take inventory of where I really am. Most people immediately look outside themselves. They look outside themselves to see how they value themselves. No. You can't look outward. You should be looking inward, taking inventory of yourself. Hey, Vanessa Davis. Because when uncertainty shows up, what's outside does not matter. You have to stop when situations go crazy long enough to evaluate you. You got to evaluate you. Don't focus on the situation. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard because it's right there. But here it is. Don't focus on you. Got it? Don't focus on it. Focus on you. Because you really can't effectively evaluate or move forward if you refuse to honestly assess where you really are. If you refuse to see where you really are in your life, there's no way to pivot. There's no way to turn from where you are to where you should be if you're not telling yourself the truth about where you really are. So here it is. So you have to evaluate yourself. And hear me very well for all those who are self-thinkers and overthinkers. Evaluation is not self-condemnation. Evaluation is not self-condemnation. Evaluation is self-awareness. What's up, Selena? It's self-awareness. You have to evaluate who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. You know, there are some people who want to be everything to everybody and end up being nothing to yourself. You have to evaluate yourself. It's not condemning you. It's self-awareness. The purpose of self-awareness and evaluation is not to beat yourself up. Got it? The purpose is not to beat yourself up, Geraldine. The purpose is to wake yourself up. Yeah. It's to wake yourself up. To make sure that your self understands. I'm fixing it again, y'all. That your self understands that this thing has got to change. It's got to be different. Okay? So in waking yourself up, it positions you in a different area of your life that will mess up everything in your life because the enemy will mess you up. He'll have you thinking one thing when it's not what it is. And you have to literally leave everything alone until you adjust where you really are. I'm going fast. Tasha Jacobs, good to see you. So after you evaluate yourself, not beating yourself up, waking yourself up, you have to then educate yourself. Learn what you need before you need it. I'm watching people build futures, careers, and all these things. And it's funny because one thing I know, being an entrepreneur, I left Allstate in 2003 or 4. My dad died in 2001. I left like a year and a half later. And when I left, I said, I'm retiring. They said, how you going to retire? I said, I'm never working for another man in corporate all the days of my life under anybody if I don't want to. Now, I went back a couple of times to prove to my members that I can still do what I do. I didn't have to go back. It wasn't a need. It wasn't a financial need at all. I went back to show my members that pastor can go get a job while you sitting up saying you can't get one. And I did it several times, and I enjoyed it and made good money. It was fun. It's always fun when it's not a need. It's fun when you're fulfilling a want. Good morning, callers. Life is always fun when you're fulfilling what you're called to do and what you want to do. But when you fix it where you have to need to do it, it becomes a job. So I'm watching people build careers and jobs and business, all kinds of stuff. And I'm watching them and I know they're not going to be successful. I hate it. I hate to say it, but I'm a straight prophet. I'm a straight shooter. They're not, because they wait to learn what they need when they need it. So I realize they're already behind the card. They're not building a career. They're building a ladder out of a bunker, trying to survive in something that they've gotten into without being prepared. Hey, Aisha, they're not building a business. What they're doing is trying to build something to survive based on where they already have or what they've already done, or based on what they don't know or what they've seen, or based on what they've compared themselves to, or based on a dream. And when they wake up, they'll realize that a dream is just that. A dream is a pattern that you set forth to build a real life by. But sometimes dreams aren't meant to live by. How do you know? Because most people don't dream when they're awake. They dream when they're asleep. Good morning, Brittany Long. They dream when they're asleep. And then when you wake up, your job is to now build around the dream, to use the dream as a pattern But if you go buying and building your dream. When you wake up, you're going to realize that you're still learning as you go. When you educate yourself after evaluating yourself, you will learn what you need before you need it. Life learners are people who grow easy because they learn what they need before they need it. So when you find people who don't learn what they need before they need it, and they end up learning as they go, they're already behind because there are people who already learned. I'll give you an example. You see these young boys playing baseball, football, and basketball. You think they're major now because you see them playing in the leagues and playing in college and playing in NFL and NBA. And you think because you're a big size or you are tall that you should go play basketball. When in reality, those kids started playing when they were 5 years old. They had trainers at 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 years old. A young man like Cortland is very gifted. He's gifted. He didn't have that at that time. He did some things, but he didn't do it as early as other people did. He's totally gifted. So you have to watch those kind of things when you have gifted children. But in some of your lives, some of you are starting late because what you're seeing somebody else do. Here it is. I'm going back to number 2 and get through quick. Learn what you need before you need it. Learn what you need before you need it. If you learn on your way, you're in survival mode. Hello, Charlesetta, good to see you. A lot of people stay stuck because they keep repeating old information while expecting new results. It's called insanity. They keep repeating old information while expecting new results instead of learning what you need before you need it. Real growth requires learning. It requires learning. I say it again. Purpose of evaluation and even your education is not to beat yourself up about what you don't know. It's about waking yourself up to what you need to know. Thank you, Geraldine. I'm going hard. I'm going in. So growth requires learning. So you have to ask yourself some questions. What skill am I really missing? What am I really missing? What knowledge do I need? Then here's a hard question. Who already has succeeded where I'm trying to go or where I want to go? Here's part 2 to that question. What lesson have they been trying to teach me that I've already ignored? And I am headstrong on going my own way while I've ignored the lesson, ignored the skill, and don't have the knowledge. See, when you hear it like that, you realize you're building something big going nowhere. I'm missing the skill. I don't have the knowledge. Who's already done it? And have I ignored what they're saying? Because if I ignored what they're saying and the lesson they gave me, then I'm bound to either repeat their mistakes or I won't even last to get to their mistakes. What lessons have I really ignored? Because every season, Sherry, watch this, every season of your life will require a different level of thinking. Every season will require a different level of thinking. You can't think this season the way you thought last season. It won't work. The information you got that got you here may not be enough to get you there. Hey, Taisha, I talked to your husband yesterday. Inbox me, text me, let me know what was going on with those situations from your sister if you get a chance. Vivica's is. The information you got here, the information that got you here, the things that got you in life where you are right now may not be enough to get you there. And if you sit here too long, the information that got you here won't be enough to keep you if you don't keep learning. You go to your job and find out that you've been outmanned. They'll take one person that can use AI and do 3 people's jobs and release you today, and you won't know what to do. Because you thought, since I'm here, I'm comfortable here. You should never get comfortable where you are. Gotta move quick, y'all. So here's how you invest in yourself. You read. Good morning, Tisa Collier. You read. You study. Here's one that's hard. You invest in yourself by listening. Most people love to talk, but they don't listen. Number 4 of that part, you ask questions, but you have to ask questions that are relative to what's being talked about and not questions to make people think that you're smart. I've been around people who ask me questions trying to impress me to make me think that they value my opinion or value my wisdom, and they're only asking questions so they can answer it based on something they've learned to try and impress me, to make themselves look good in front of me, and they end up talking themselves into something that wasn't the subject that we're on. And so by that time, I realized that they don't even have focus. You invest in yourself by reading, by studying, by listening, and then by asking the right questions. Okay, Bible. You have not because you ask not. Part 2 to that. It's okay because some of you do ask questions, but you ask the wrong question. You ask amiss. You ask for the wrong reason. You ask that you can get something for you and not to get something from them for you. You don't get it. Okay, we'll keep going. Invest in yourself. So you need to realize, I'm telling you again, I'm not here for you to evaluate yourself to beat yourself up. I'm here to wake you up. I'm drinking tea this morning, right, y'all? I'm drinking tea because I realize it's a good thing, a good warm thing to wake up your body, because cold water in the morning shocks your body and shocks all your organs that's been warm all night. That's not how you do it. Something warm. But I'm drinking it with no sugar because I found out sugar is damaging your life. Real sugar. I use a little pure cane sugar at times. That processed sugar it slows everything down, messes everything up. Why would you slow yourself down when you wake up? I've been off sugar for a few days. I tasted something yesterday. My wife gave me something called ooey gooey or something. I tasted sugar yesterday in a half a cookie, and it literally made me sick in 10 seconds. So I realized my body's getting used to no sugar. Oh, your boy's back. It's on this week. This week's gonna be on. I'm here to tell you. Okay, anyway. So evaluation is not about self-condemnation. It's about self-awareness. I'm not pushing you to beat yourself up. I'm just trying to wake you up. Got it? So then when you finish evaluating, you then begin to educate. I told you a while ago, you educate yourself by finding out, what am I missing? What knowledge do I need? I need to read, need to study, need to listen, I need to ask questions. After I evaluate and then educate myself, I need to stop making plans. I need to execute. In my coaching one night, something became so alive that I realized that people love to plan. There are some people that love to plan, then they plan to plan. Hey, let's meet and plan this. Then some people only plan. They plan and say, child, I did plan. I forgot I planned that. They love to plan. They plan to plan. They only plan. And then you find out some people don't plan at all. Here's where you get rid of the plan and you execute. It becomes action. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Use what you have. Use who you have. Yeah. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Evaluation without action is simply a person overthinking. Come on, Geraldine. Doing all that work to evaluate who you are and not moving is just somebody overthinking. If you're an overthinker on here, I'm talking to you. Type the 2 letters M-E. Confess it now. Turn from your wicked ways. Just type the word M-E. Tarika Hood said, I told myself that this morning. You heard me. That's all. I'm just playing. Just kidding. Type the word M-E. Come on, confess your faults. Confess your sins. Come on, I'm your priest this morning. Come on, confess your sins. You got the time, let it go. You got to let it go. Maria, there it is. Wanda Jefferson, repent. Tasha Jacobs, repent. All you prayer warriors. Taisha Tate, repent. Come on. If you are a person who evaluates and go through all that and then don't do no action, you're just simply overthinking. Let it go. Demisha Figaro, confess your faults. Brittany Long, 2 caps. Confess your faults now. Come on. This is altar call for all the overthinkers right now. Altar call. Because at some point in your life, you have to move. You don't have to move recklessly. You don't have to move emotionally. But you have to move intentionally. Got it? Why do you say it like that? Because success is not built on evaluation. Success is built on moving consistently. One of the Elder Solomon is it's built on moving consistently. Success is consistent steps, no matter how big they are, just consistency. So here it is once again. How do I invest in myself? I have to read. I have to study. I have to genuinely listen. And then I have to ask questions. So this morning, I want to encourage you to do a few things. This weekend, starting today or tomorrow, take the first step. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it came from. Take the first step. Got it? Take that first step and jump out there and see what will happen. Okay? Take the first step. And then, for those of you who already took the first step, doing some things, here it is again. I'm pushing you. Launch the idea. Do something that gets the idea out of your head, out of your hand, and somewhere in front of you where you and others can see it. Launch the idea. Throw it out there. Launch the idea. What you have to lose? 10,000 people steal it. People steal my sermons and ideas every day. Here's the good thing about AI. They stop stealing and they start producing their own AI stuff. So I was AI before. Anyway, leave it alone. Take the first step. Launch the idea. I'm pushing somebody. Make the call. You're supposed to call and talk about something? Call and talk about it. Call and tell them the truth. Call and say, this is what I'm planning to do. Start the project. Stop tripping. Start the thing. Start it. Talk to the money. Have the conversation. Submit the application. Stop talking to everybody about it and not executing with your overthinking self. It's time to do it. What do I do when I don't know what to do? I do it. What do I do when I don't know what to do? I do it. And the reason why you got to go ahead and do it is because momentum is often created after movement begins. You only have momentum after you start to move. There's no place or reason to have momentum or seek momentum if you're not moving. You got to move. And sometimes clarity will often come while you're moving. My apostle says like this: God will give you more on your way than he does before you start, which means clarity comes while you're moving, not while you're waiting. No one gets answers at the doctor's office when you're in pain, sitting in the lobby. It's when they call you and you start moving to the back and you take your blood pressure and they take your weight and they check your vitals. They start telling you what's wrong. But while you're waiting in the lobby, there's no momentum. You're just waiting. There's no clarity. You're still in wonderland. But when you start moving, they tell you, and they say, well, why are you moving like that? Well, my hip hurt or my stomach hurt. There's no movement. There's no momentum while you're waiting. It's when you start moving. Here it is. So you have to now evaluate your life. Go back to the whole thing. Then educate yourself. Once you educate yourself, you then have to execute, no matter what it is. Then the last part, you have to excel. Or for those who want to use this word, excel/accelerate. That means put the metal to the pedal. I got what I need. It means I have to commit to commit. Yeah, I have to commit to myself. That's too much. I felt that right there. In my notes. I have to commit to continuous improvement. I have to commit to continue to be better. But here's where I got to pull some people back, like Tisa Collier, and got to pull them back, Geraldine. Excellence is not perfection. It's simply becoming better. Excellence is not perfection. It's simply becoming better. If I'm better this morning than I was yesterday, I'm better. If I'm better this evening than I was this morning, I'm better. Excellence is not perfection. It's becoming better. Because once you begin to move forward in what you call committed excellence, decide I'm not going to settle for what's behind me. So while I'm moving forward, I must continue to improve, I must adjust, and I must grow. I must improve, I must adjust, and I must grow. Got it? That's it, Geraldine. Evaluate, educate, execute, excel, and accelerate. It comes together. Why? Because success is not an event, y'all. It's the process. Success is not an event. If success was an event, then I'd be successful because I have events all the time. But you realize it's a total process? Because the minute you have success, something else develops in your life to show you that you were not as successful as you could have been or should have been. Success is not an event. It is a process. When you realize success is not an event, that it's a process, every lesson becomes leverage. Come on, y'all. Every lesson becomes leverage. You can use every lesson to leverage your life. Since I learned this lesson, oh, it won't get me again. I'm out of here. I got that. It becomes leverage for where you want to go. I'm moving, y'all. Every mistake becomes an instruction. Everywhere you messed up becomes an instruction on what not to do in the next season of your life. And it's not just instruction for you, it's instructions for somebody else. Then once they use the instruction and it works, it shifts in your life from instructions, Geraldine, to being wisdom. Now I'm giving you wisdom based on my mistake. Wisdom does not always come from the happy days. Sometimes wisdom comes from the dumb days. From the dumb days, y'all hear me? So every lesson becomes leverage. Every mistake becomes instructions. Every challenge becomes preparation. The challenge is only present because it's preparing me for something else that's gonna come. And if I can get through this challenge, then the next thing blows me away because I'm able to make it through because of the last situation. Come on, first. Let me help some of y'all. Excellence is not about competing with other people. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's not about competing. It's about becoming, hey, Cousin Catherine, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. That's why you always win. Because there's nobody else in your race but you. So you start out the winner if you keep moving. Okay. Let's see. Winning anyway is not about getting your hand held up. Winning anyway to self is about refusing to stop growing. I refuse to stop growing. I refuse to stop being mature. We were evaluating some things yesterday and pulling the old website and old emails and old pictures and old Facebook pages. Oh. And I almost got depressed. Somebody sent me a picture and say, oh my God, you look so young. I looked at it and I started saying, tell me why. Was it because my hair was cut shorter? Was it because, my skin was more clear? Was it because, what was it? They really couldn't answer. Just said, you look like a young preacher. And I was like, oh God. And I realized I've been wearing my life, but I'm getting ready to take it off. Because those were my dumb days. I was trying to figure out what to do, but I started to worry about what I couldn't do. And I began to wear the worry. And then now you get free, so now I got to get free enough that I can take off. Okay, y'all will get it. You'll get it later. Winning anyway means refusing to stop growing. And you have to do that when you don't know what to do. You have to still decide, if I don't know what to do, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to grow. Here's the thing. Geraldine, here we go. The only way to continue to effectively grow, here it is. Key source, worth all the coins in the bag. Don't panic. Dr. Day Renee, good to see you, Doc. A real doctor, earned degree, for real. She said, I had those days. Yeah, I have to tell you about those days. Or that day, I was like, Jesus. I was online looking, I was like, wait a minute. I started looking at pictures of myself, I said, whoa. But anyway, okay, here it is. When you don't know what to do, one thing you do is you don't panic. You got to stop panicking about everything. Don't panic. Evaluate where you are. Educate yourself on what you need. What's up, Tez? On what you need. Execute your next step. I'm giving y'all how to do it. Don't panic. Evaluate where you are. Educate yourself on what you need. Learn what you need before you need it. If you learn it only when you need it, then you're still in survival mode. You're just pulling things for what you need. Educate yourself on what you need. And then execute the next step. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Today is a Friday. You take all the risk out and just do it. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. And whatever and whoever does not receive the open free you, bypass it. It wasn't meant for your day. Execute the next step. Go right ahead. And then excel through continuous growth. Make your life push you to where you want to be. Because here's the deal. Let me help you out. Get you calmer. Every successful person has faced seasons of uncertainty. Nobody's had it good. Silver spoon in their mouth. People who have been wealthy and rich have been the ones known to pull the trigger on themselves. Because every successful person has faced seasons of uncertainty. The difference is they didn't stay there. They didn't stay in that season of uncertainty. They either gave into it or they moved on over it and from it. They didn't stay there. Here's something they did. Back to the beginning. They reset. They regained their focus and they accelerated their growth. They reset their life. They regained their focus and they accelerated their growth. Why? Because with a winning anyway life, you don't wait for perfect conditions. 4 pillars. You evaluate, you execute. You evaluate, you educate, you execute, and then you excel, and you excel with acceleration. You decide, no matter what happens, I'm gonna keep winning anyway. Gotta do it. Quick review. Y'all ready? If you're ready, type ready. And those who came late, you'll get a chance to hear it quickly, and you'll know what to do. You'll understand. Instead of resetting, people panic. So again, I'm not here because evaluation is not self-condemnation. It's self-awareness. I told you, I'm not here to beat you up. I only want to wake you up. Not here to beat you up. I want to wake you up. As you wake up and you deal with evaluating yourself properly, understand who you are. Come on, Alan. And then when you educate yourself, learn what you need before you need it. Communicate what you need before you need it. There's nothing like a handyman coming to your house to fix a plumbing situation. Have to go buy tools to get it done. You put that person out. They're not prepared. I gotta go buy this tool for that. I gotta go buy this tool. I thought you were a plumber. If you were a plumber, then you know what tools are needed based on what I told you I need. At least the basic tools. If you don't have those, you're a handyman, not a plumber. Because a plumber always has what a plumber needs. Okay. Then you have to push yourself while you educate yourself. What skill am I missing? Ask yourself, what skill am I missing? What knowledge do I need? Who has already succeeded where I'm going? Am I so much in pride, I'm afraid to ask them for what I need? What lessons have they been trying to teach me that I ignored? What did I ignore that should have been a blessing to me? I'm just trying to figure out what have I ignored that should have been a blessing to me? And I ignored it because of my pride and what I wanted. And I think I'm about to be wonderfully blessed and highly favored and good, and they know I'm about to fail at this area of my life because I don't have the skill nor the knowledge to succeed. Okay. Then after I find these things out, I got to invest in myself. Read, study, listen, ask questions. And then I got to execute. Stop waiting on perfect conditions and execute. That's all. If I do that, I'm ready to excel in every area of my life. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to evaluate myself, educate myself, execute with myself, and then accelerate myself. I'm worth the movement in my own life. I'm not waiting on the enemy. I'm not waiting on people. I'm not waiting on perfect conditions. I'm about to make sure my life is well and winning. I've earned the right to bless myself. I've sown, I've cried, I've been faithful. Now I've earned the right to learn what to do when I don't know what to do. When I don't know what to do, I do better for myself. I grow. I don't panic. I excel. I don't freak out. I execute. I don't get lost. I evaluate where I am to make sure I'm getting everything out of where I am before I move. Because my movement is what creates momentum. So at the end of the day, when I evaluate, execute, excel, after I educate myself, then I keep winning anyway. Then I realize no matter what happens in my life, even if I don't know what to do, I can decide. I'm going to keep winning anyway. This is Life Pastor Kyle this Friday, making sure you are set for your weekend. It's about to be an amazing weekend all the way through. Could be rain, could be sun, doesn't matter. I win, and we've just begun. Let's go, y'all. Have an amazing day. Got to get out of here. Got to get ready for the cleaning people. My wife getting out of here, all that kind of stuff. So I've enjoyed you today. Hope you enjoyed this live. Have an amazing day. Talk to you soon.